Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. So coming to you today from the reloading bench. It's a little windy, but I just shot my first rounds of the day. I ended up shooting, I loaded up some 30 TC. I've actually got 100 rounds loaded up. I've got 25 of the Nosler 180 grain AccuBond, and then 25 of the Barnes 175 grain LRX. And then, what else was it? I know I've got 25 of the McGuire Ballistics loaded up, and 25 more, I can't remember what they are. Oh, the Spear Gold Dots, the 168 grain Spear Gold Dot. So, got 100 rounds loaded up, only brought 50 with me today. Shot the first 5-shot group with the 180s. They look pretty good down here. The average velocity was like 2580 something, I believe, so not too bad on velocity. I did, however, get a split neck on one of the pieces, and that was not there before this last firing. I inspect all the brass pretty closely, so I'm pretty confident that wasn't there before this last firing. So, but no real pressure issues. Primers are nice and round, no problem there. But that's not really the topic of this video. That will be coming up in a 30 TC video, just giving you guys a heads up on what's going on the range today. I've also got some 25-06 that I plan on shooting, just getting some velocity, and then also kind of checking for pressure. I'll be shooting the 90 grain GMX bullet. That's this guy right here. So 90 grain GMX, and then the 117 Hornady round nose. Be shooting those as well. So testing out H4831, seeing how it does, seeing what the velocities look like, what our pressure looks like, and then going from there. And then what you're about to see, or really the whole point of the video, is this stuff. 270 Winchester. This is with the McGuire Ballistics 128 grain copper rose hollow point bullet. I've got a few boxes of these. I used the 30 cal version to kill that 9-point whitetail this season in my 30 TC, so that was awesome. Really liked the performance of them. And so just checking this out, this is H4831 shortcut. This is the Federal nickel-plated primed brass that I bought off American Reloading. I did several videos about American Reloading stuff a little while back, so you guys go check that out. But the reason I want to shoot this today is because of this guy. So, you know, you're like, hey, you go and spend 90 bucks on a recoil pad, and you haven't even shot anything with it yet to test it out. So today's the day. This is the Backfire TV, or the Backfire, whatever that channel's called now. This is the Backfire Backstop recoil pad. I did a video on this. It's actually gotten a ton of views. It's one of my better performing videos. And I talk about sort of an initial unboxing, sort of overview, initial thoughts and impressions on the product, considering it does cost $90 and all that. I go over all that in the video, so go check it out. But now I want to shoot some rounds and just see how it compares in terms of felt recoil versus the original recoil pad that's on the Tikka. This is a Tikka T3X laminate. So, all right, let me get you guys in the tripod here. Hang on. All right, so let's just see if I notice anything. See if I notice a difference in felt recoil. Yes, 100% I notice a difference in felt recoil. This is a very stiff charge of H4831 shortcut. If you go to the Barnes load data for their 129 and 130 grain bullets, because that's what I'm using for these McGuire Ballistics, since they're a solid copper projectile, I'm referencing the Barnes load data. I'm actually a half grain over their max charge. Now I am seating these bullets much longer than what is listed in the Barnes manual, because these jam into the lands at, it's like 3.395, and the overall length I was using originally was 3.3. So I had about 95 thousandths of jump when I was originally loading these. I've loaded these a little bit longer than that, just to see how they shoot. This particular charge weight shot decent the last time I tested it, so now I'm just kind of testing or trying out some different overall lengths. But just that one shot, I can tell you, I'm very pleased with this recoil pad. That made a huge difference. The original recoil pad that comes on the Tikka, it is a rubber recoil pad, but it's very thin. It's got the plastic inside of it, and there's really not much give to it. Jim goes over it in the Backfire video when he talks about this recoil pad, so you can go watch that. But yeah, no, that made a huge difference. That made a noticeable difference. So very pleased with it after one shot. Now, would I go and put this on every single rifle I own? No, I would not. But this 270, because it is a little bit on the lighter side, the laminate stock does add a little bit of weight to it, but it is a T3X, and it's not the lightest version that they make, not even close. But 270, you kind of start to get into that range where, you're talking, this is a 61 grain charge weight, right? You're talking a lot of powder, and so it can definitely punch you, and that Tikka recoil pad that comes from the factory is not that great. So this is a huge upgrade. If you have a Tikka rifle, chambered in anything above 6.5 Creedmoor, you may want to look at getting one of these. Or, that was nice. That was very nice. My velocity on that was 34.9, which is in line. That's pretty much in line with where I was at previously. So. Oh, this makes a massive difference. This feels like shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm not exaggerating. Like, I'm a 6.5 guy. I have no idea how many rounds of 6.5 down range through a handful of different rifles. This feels exactly like shooting a 6.5. This recoil pad it makes a huge difference. So the fit and finish, I do touch on that in the initial video that I posted. You guys can go check that out. Overall, fit and finish is not great. Now, Jim, I'm assuming it was him. I don't know if it was somebody else that runs their social media stuff in terms of replying to comments on YouTube. So I don't know if it was him directly, but Backfire did actually comment on my video because I did point out some of the fit and finish of the recoil pad itself. For $90, I wasn't super thrilled with how it fit the stock itself. And they did mention that they do see that from time to time with Tikka rifles specifically, just due to how the stocks are finished, variation within, from one stock to the next, especially in the laminate version. So he did comment on that and actually, bring that to light. I think they even said if I had any issues or concerns, I could send the recoil pad back and they would correct any of the issues. But it's fine for what it is and for what I'm going to use it for. Perfectly fine. It can just stay like this, no problems. But man, that recoil reduction, the felt recoil reduction, really nice. So that velocity, we were at 3078.6. That was 39.8. But yeah, this is 2 thumbs up on functionality. So yeah, I can't complain at all. Let me get you guys out of here, hopefully without messing up the video. But yeah, this is where it's at. So if you have a heavy recoiling cartridge, maybe it's a rifle platform that you just really love, you know, whatever brand or model it is, but it's more, you know, a heavier recoiling round, and you're looking into getting an aftermarket recoil pad, just on those few shots, yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to buy this again for a heavier recoiling, you know, something like a 300 Win Mag or any type of Magnum, anything like that. Even a 30-06 for the rifles that I've worked on in that cartridge, I would definitely go with this guy. This is 2 thumbs up all the way. So, all right, well, I'm just gonna leave it there. That was really the whole point of this video, was to kind of get the first, and those are the first shots I've taken with it mounted on the gun itself. So, and you can hear the wind. I mean, it's just crazy. Wind's definitely picking up. But all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I might head down. As you can see, there's nobody here. Some folks hanging out over on the pistol side of the house. I might head down here and go shoot long range. I say long range. The range goes out to 380 to the left here. Right over there, you can go out to 380. There's still targets set up at varying distances all the way out to 380. So I may slide down here to the left and kind of just hit some steel out at that distance. So that's it. That's where I'm going to leave it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're interested in one of these, go check them out. Yeah, on functionality, 2 thumbs up. Fitment and kind of all that, you know, would have been nice if it had been a little bit better straight out of the box, but I understand variation. You know, it is what it is. That's stuff happens in manufacturing. So, all right, guys, hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Y'all have a good one.